Facial recognition technology has been making headlines in recent years, and for good reason. This cutting-edge technology has the potential to revolutionize a wide range of industries, from security and surveillance to retail and advertising. But as with lots of new technology these days, there are also serious ethical and privacy concerns at stake. So let's start with the basics. Facial recognition technology uses artificial intelligence to analyze and match the intricate patterns in a person's facial features. This can be done through a camera, such as in security cameras or smartphone cameras, or through a stored image, such as a photo on a social media account. The technology can then be used for a variety of purposes, such as identifying individuals in a crowd, unlocking a smartphone, or even to tailor advertisements to a specific person. One of the biggest concerns with facial recognition technology is the potential for misuse by government and law enforcement agencies. In many countries, the government has access to vast amounts of data on its citizens, including their facial images. If this data is combined with facial recognition technology, it could be used to create a surveillance state where individuals are constantly monitored and tracked without their knowledge or consent. There have already been several examples of this kind of misuse. For example, in China, the government has implemented a widespread surveillance system using facial recognition technology to monitor and track the Uyghur minority population. Similarly, in the United States, the city of San Francisco has banned the use of facial recognition technology by law enforcement agencies due to similar concerns over civil liberties and racial bias. The potential for privacy violations has got to be an obvious major concern here. Facial recognition technology can be used to collect and store large amounts of personal data, including facial images and biometric information. This data can then be used for a wide range of purposes, such as targeted advertising or even identity theft, if it should get into the wrong hands. Additionally, facial recognition technology can be used to track a person's movements and activities, which can be a violation of their privacy, a sort of virtual stalking if you like. One of the best examples of this is the use of facial recognition technology in retail stores. Some retailers have been using the technology to track customers' movements and activities within the store, in order to better understand their shopping habits and tailor advertisements to them. However, many customers are not aware that their movements and activities are being tracked, and would likely be extremely uncomfortable with this kind of surveillance without consent, if they did. There are equally concerns about the accuracy and bias of facial recognition technology. Studies have shown that the technology is often less accurate when it comes to identifying individuals with darker skin tones or certain facial features. This can lead to false accusations and wrongful arrests, particularly for marginalized communities. But let's face it, cameras and surveillance systems inheriting the biases and racism within society, and possibly of those who are behind the development of those systems, is hardly surprising, is it? Anyway, so with all these concerns, you would expect governments, businesses, and individuals to carefully consider the ethical and privacy implications of facial recognition technology, and for public dialogue to be held about the appropriate use of this technology and regulations to ensure that it's used responsibly. But is that really happening? You'd also expect governments to consider implementing laws and regulations to limit the use of facial recognition technology by law enforcement agencies, and to ensure that any data collected is only used for a specific and legitimate purpose. Personally, I don't really see much effort or appetite on the government's part to provide these assurances. You'd also think businesses would be transparent about their use of facial recognition technology, and give customers the option to opt out of any tracking or surveillance. But actually, now more than ever, we live in a world that is obsessed with the collection and harvesting of people's personal data, under the guise of security or some other weak excuse. While this technology may genuinely have the potential to revolutionize a wide range of industries, it does also raise serious ethical and privacy concerns that do not really seem to be addressed with any degree of seriousness or urgency. So, facial recognition, revolutionary security enhancement, or fast-track gateway to a surveillance state? Let us know in the comments your thoughts or concerns about the use of facial recognition in society today and possibly in the future. So anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. If you would like to see more engaging and informative content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel.